Windows, windows, I've come to clean your windows. There's nobody home. Windows, I'm here to clean your windows. There's nobody home. Windows, I've come to clean your windows. There's nobody home. Well then, who am I talking to? Well, I don't know. If there was somebody here, maybe they could tell you. Well, if nobody's home right now, could you tell me when maybe somebody will be here? Somebody doesn't live here anymore. Used to be somebody. Now there's just nobody. And there's nobody home. There's nobody home. There's nobody home. Knock, knock. Nobody home. Knock, knock. There's nobody home. Knock. I thought I heard a knocking, but it must be my mistake. Considering the little knocking hand I'd have to break. If someone's out there knocking, man, you really are a bold one. You come to do the windows when that really isn't all one. If you think of something better, better go see Samuel Bowman, 'cause there's nobody home. Nobody home. Knock, knock. There can't be anybody out there knocking at our door, 'cause we know they know what the sign "Do Not Disturb" is for. It's not so hard to figure out, it doesn't take a shame us. We know nobody out there is that big a ignoramus. And if we shoot them now, there's not a jury that would blame us, 'cause there's nobody home. No, no, nobody home. Leave me alone. There's nobody home. There's nobody here. So make myself clear, there's nobody home. Nobody home, knock, knock. Nobody home, knock, knock. Windows, schmindles, I've heard it all before. Whatever you are hawking, stop that knocking at my door. Now if you're selling solitude, then nothing more will please us. But if you're really bent on introducing me to Jesus, you might as well be selling books on Romulus and Remus, 'cause there's nobody home. If someone were at my door, I'd be calling the police. I'd get the gun that's still in my late husband's black valise. I pointed at the bolted door and then I pulled the trigger. Won't care if you're a spick or waffle, if you are a gentleman of color. And if you are knocking, nobody knocking here, mother, 'cause there's nobody home. Nobody here. Make myself clear, there's nobody home. Nobody home, knock, knock. Nobody home, knock, knock. Nobody home, knock, knock. There's nobody home, knock, knock. Nobody home. Say, you wouldn't happen to know anybody that does windows, would you? As a matter of fact, that's why I've come. I mean, that's why I'm here. I mean, to do your windows, I mean. That is so weird. I was just laying on my bed thinking how nice it would be to have someone come and do my windows. Do them really good. You know what I mean? It's kismet, I tell you. Now, what's it going to cost me? As if I didn't know. Well, actually, ma'am, there's no charge. Courtesy of the super. Oh, shame. You know, I can't imagine that super giving up a cough to keep himself from choking. But if you say so. Sure we can't dicker a little? You know, dicker. Well, maybe some other time. I'll just go. We're my favorite actor's bogey. Sometimes I smoke a stogie. Should have seen me back when I was in my prime. When a mister was a mister, a sister was a sister, and every day it was probably a crime. Worked Chicago to New York City. I seen the nitty-gritty. Mister, watch your step. Some bars have cried. Favorite club, the Marco Polo. Friday nights I'd fly solo. When I'd make my entrance, I would take my time. I'd mingle by the hour, working on my whiskey sour. Was made of bumps and grinds. Worked Chicago and New York City. Done the nitty-gritty. Mister, watch your step. Some bars have pride. Some boys have cried. Some boys have cried. Some boys have cried. Yes, some boys have cried. Ma'am, I'll just start outside. Well, just knock if you need anything. You know how to knock, don't you? Just roll up your fingers into a ball and blow. Okay. Oops. I'll be right outside. What you doing, mister? I'm washing windows. Why? Because it's my job. Why? Well, you see, it's because you get to play in the water, isn't it, mister? Well, no, it's not the water. It's because you make lots of money washing windows, huh? No, it's not about the money. Well, if it's not about the water, and it's not about the money, then what is it all about? it all about? That's a very good question. It's all about the windows, those places you peek through, and not just certain windows. Any window will do. Did you know there's no two windows with the same point of view? Windows, little windows, windows, I've come to clean your windows, not polish up your silver or shine up your shoes. Dreaming, windows made for dreaming, clean them and the sun will come shining on through and shed a little light on the window in you. Little window, your future will look brighter, your skies will soon be blue. It really is surprising what clean windows can do. A lot about your window says a lot about you. Windows, little windows, windows, I've come to clean your windows, not polish up your silver or shine up your shoes. Windows made for dreaming, just clean them and the sun will come shining on through and shed a little light on the window in you. Little window, little window, I've come to clean your windows, not polish up your silver or shine up your shoes. Windows made for dreaming, clean them and the sun will come shining on through and shed a little light on the windows in you and shed a little light on the windows in you. Little windows, little windows, little windows. Is he going to clean our windows too, Daddy? Honey, I don't think I can afford it. But he's cleaning that lady's windows. Baby, that lady ain't no lady, and she's probably found some other way of paying for it. It's all courtesy of the super, in case anybody wants to know. Is that true? About this being free and all? Courtesy of the super, who has obviously noticed there are some people in this building who appreciate the finer things in life. Yeah, like windows. You know, my daddy used to have this window. Only 3 things that man ever had. My mama, set of false teeth of welfare done by him, and this here window. Now, don't get me wrong now, he loved my mama to death, and he loved them teeth so much, the day he died, he had the mortician put a big old smile on his face, so as everybody could see him. But more than them teeth, yes, and maybe even more than my mama, that man loved his big picture window. You know, there couldn't have been enough of that old cabin left to roast one good marshmallow. I mean, shit, you could see right through the cracks in what was left of the walls. Daddy, I said, shoot, honey. Anyway, there it sat, taking up most of the whole wall, or what there was left of it. There it was, my daddy's big picture window, and there poised strategically in front of it was what remained of an old overstuffed chair. The impressions of my daddy's bony little butt still permanently engraved in its cushion. And though there was hardly a wall left to hold it, my daddy felt like he had the whole world as long as he had that big picture window. He died holding my mama's hand, them welfare teeth in his mouth, sitting in front of that big picture window, looking out over the creek and the wildwood. Don't know what made me think of that. Can we have a big picture window someday, Daddy? Maybe someday, honey. But for now, how about we get the ones we've already got cleaned? What do you say? You know, listening to you talk about your father's window reminded me of this one window when I was a boy. We lived way out in the desert on a kibbutz. Mr. Goldstein. No, that's what they called them there. It's like a farm. But over there, everyone is always fighting. There is always war. Anyway, we all had to take turns guarding. The men, the women, yes, and even the children. One night it was my turn to stand guard. The lookout post was a small shed perched high atop a 2-story barn. It had a trap door, a stool, and this one little window. Oh, the stars were so bright that night. The sand looked like snow. There was plenty of room for everyone. Why would someone want to come and take this small piece of it all from us? Well, that night they came, and when they were finished, there was nothing left. Nothing for us, nothing for them, nothing for anyone. I fear I will never see the likes of that window again. I don't know. You never know. That might be your lucky window right there. Why don't you let him clean them and find out? Well, I think I will. Yes, mister. Clean my windows, too. You know, where I grew up in Sicily, we lived right near the ocean. And that ocean was so angry most of the time. Waves would come crashing and it roared all of the time. Our house was so close you could feel the spray. Every day I would watch that ocean from out of my window. And through those magic panes of glass, the roar of the ocean could not reach my ears, and the windy spray could not reach my face. And there in that window, held neatly in its frame like a little picture, was that big angry ocean. And it made me feel like I could do anything. Like I could hold the whole angry ocean in my window. Well, from this window, you should be able to hold the whole city. Hey, don't look at me. The only window I've ever had as a kid was the one the boys were all peeking through. Mister, I guess you better do 'em all. Warm as a sweater, those sweet memories, bright as new pennies, the faces I see. For we were so young, we were so young, lives that seemed over and barely begun. We were too young to see life would not be keeping our place in the sun. We were so young. We were so young. Nobody adored me when we stumbled in. Life was a game that we're not going to win. For we were so young, we were so young, lives that seemed over and barely begun. We were too young to see life would not be keeping our place in the sun. We were so young. We were so young. Look at the children and see how they play. I swear it seems only like just yesterday when we were so young. We were so young, lives that seemed over and barely begun. We were too young to see life would not be keeping our place in the sun. We were so young. We were so young. We were so young. So the old crone was right. Somebody is washing the windows. I didn't call him, boss. I swear I didn't call him. I know you didn't call him. How do you know I didn't call him, boss? Because the telephone is so simple a child could use it which eliminates you completely. Right, boss. But if it's not me, then who? Yes, who? Who would just come in here and start washing my windows? Maybe it's a stakeout, boss. You know, cops and robbers stuff. He's no cop. How do you know he's no cop, boss? Because I looked in my pocket and I didn't see him there, you idiot. You got cops in your pocket, boss? Whatever you say, boss, whatever you say. I had my bull do some digging. He's not a building inspector, and he's not from the health department. Social worker? Why don't we just go up and ask him, boss? Well, that won't be necessary. There's more than one way to skin a cat. I can skin him for you, boss. No, we'll nail him soon enough. I can nail him for you, boss. He thinks he can screw with me. I can screw you, boss. Not me, you idiot. Him! Right, boss. Him too. Who are you? What is this, some sneaky social worker that I smell? Come to take a peek inside my private hell. I've got them where I want them, I don't need no one to tell my tenants that tomorrow everything will just be swell. Now tell me, just what does he think he's trying to do? Stir all my tenants up and get them all confused, and just when I have got them rather used to being abused, who does he think he's kidding? I, for one, am not amused. I'm a slumlord, but someone's got to be Mr. Slumlord. To put it delicately, it is the slumlord that defends the well-to-do. If it weren't for those like me, the poor might come back home to live with you. I say this window washing menace must be nixed before my tenants all demand their plumbing fixed. We've got to find out what he wants and just what makes him tick. It's do-good bleeding hearts like him that make a slumlord sick. Doesn't anybody think I've dealt with this before? Fool around with me, I'll put a padlock on your door. They better keep their mouth shut, they better be discreet, and they never might be forced to throw them all out in the street. I'm the slumlord, but someone's got to be Mr. Slumlord. To put it delicately, if it wasn't for the slumlord doing what we slumlords do, what is it?
It's a window.
No, not that.
What?
Oh, it.
It? Well,
It's a sting, isn't it? You a Fed?
oh no, it's bigger than that.
A hit? I never figured you for a wise guy.
No, bigger still.
Gee, it's bigger than that. How much bigger?
Oh, a lot bigger.
All right, mister, you tell me. What's bigger than that?
Well, I think I can confide in you.
What's your name? My associates call me Benny. Benny the Penny.
Well, Benny, did you know the glass is made of sand?
Glass? Glass is not exactly my area expertise.
Well, it is.
And when you do some special things to that sand, it becomes clear.
Clear as a window.
Yeah, okay. But what's that got to do with...
And did you know, Benny, that your eyes are made of earth?
And when you do some special things to that earth, the eyes become clear as windows.
You've heard that the eyes are the windows to the soul, haven't you, Benny?
Yeah, I heard that.
Well, there's a weird thing about windows.
Benny, it seems there is no way to clean just one little spot on a window. Human beings, almost without exception, if they are being honest at any rate, will have to admit that this is a fundamental law of physics. And also without exception, all will find themselves inexplicably forced to clean the rest of that window. And once your window is clean, you never know what you're going to see. You might even see some other things that might need cleaning. You really are here to clean the windows, aren't you, mister?
I'm just here to clean the windows, Benny.
But I know you're not getting paid. I overheard the super.
Shh.
Now, you seem like a man of the world, Benny. I don't feel like I have to keep anything from you or talk to you like a kid. You're obviously old enough to hear the truth. Well, here it is. There are more important things in this world than money, Benny. Like seeing things and knowing things. It's all about the windows, Benny. Sure, mister. Whatever you say. Hey, mister. You know, not everybody has windows, mister. Hey, Benny. You know, it has often been my experience that it is he whose vision is unencumbered by the common pane of glass, whose windows are often the clearest of all. Unencumbered by the common pane of glass. You know, I like that. I'm just here to clean the windows, Benny. I'm just here to clean the windows. Well, I'll see you. I gotta go see a man about a window. Oh, and Benny, always remember, a window is a window. A window is a window. All right, mister. Oh, call me Seymour. Seymour? Boy, you must have got your windows broke a few times growing up with a name like that. And Benny, keep your windows clean. Sure thing, Seymour. See ya. See ya. Get it? You think a few clean windows is gonna fix this place up? Look at it. These buildings are going to fall apart around your nice clean windows, man. Your nice clean windows to help you more clearly examine all the particulates of soot that fill your sky and your lungs, man, every
day. Nice clean windows for the crooks to climb through. It's gonna take more than soap and water to clean this place, man. It doesn't have to be that way. Oh, yes it does. Yes it does. Man, we are the necessary nobodies. The necessary nobodies, man. It's the duality. You see, there can't be a left without a right, man. There can't be an up without a down, man. And we are the down, man. Don't you see? For somebody to be somebody, someone else has to be nobody. And we're the nobodies, man. We're the nobodies. And this is nowhere.
In the shadow of the factory wall, where the broken and in battle fall, there's a world for those who've lost it all, and they call it nowhere. Where the beast that's got the biggest bite is the beast that rules the streets each night. If you're lucky, you may die of fright your first night in nowhere. There are people living in the streets, using funny papers for their sheets. With no shoes upon their freezing feet, they ain't going nowhere. Where the Holy Royal Slumlord reigns and presides over the last remains of the bodies he has come to claim. Nobody's from nowhere. This is my destiny, to be nowhere, nowhere, no one. This is all I'll ever be. I'll be no one as me. I see the future racing by, see it never bad night. A billion nobodies from up there. Who sees a billion nobodies nowhere? Where? Who sees a billion nobodies nowhere? Where? Who sees a billion nobodies? Who sees a billion nobodies? If I ever had a dream before, I'm afraid I'll never dream no more. Hard to dream behind the bolted door, dreams that won't go nowhere. I no longer sit and wonder why, I no longer ask the passers-by. I was born right here and here I'll die, nobody from nowhere. This is my destiny, to be nowhere, nowhere, no one. This is all I'll ever be. I'll be no one, now that's me.
billion nobodies from up there? Who sees a billion nobodies from up there? Who sees a billion nobodies nowhere? Where? Who sees a billion nobodies nowhere? Where? Who sees a billion nobodies? Who sees a billion nobodies nowhere? You know, you sound, my friend, like a man without a dream. You know, I once knew a little boy named Seymour. He's Seymour. Right. And that little boy dreamed of being a cowboy, saddling up his horse and riding out across the range. Then he found out about fences, and that dream rode right off into the sunset without him, leaving little Seymour bound by a world filled full of fences. Well, soon that dream was replaced by Indian chief and, of course, the inevitable fireman. But before that happened, there was that awful moment when he found out he couldn't keep a horse in his bedroom, and he knew he wasn't going to be a cowboy. Well, that dream may have died in this world, but every night when I'm not looking, that little cowboy still rides through my dreams. You see, just because that dream died in this world, just because that dream couldn't make it out here, that didn't mean that that dream wasn't worthy or a good dream. After all, everything dies in its own way, but nothing is ever lost. And if you could talk to that dream, it would tell you that it has no fear of dying. For just like you and I, it will live forever in its own way. All it asks of you is a chance to be tried. And trying your dreams is what it's all about. You see, in your dreams can come true for themselves anytime they want. But out here, on this side of sleep, on this side of childhood, the dream can't come true unless you do. Unless I come true. You're crazy, man. I'm out of here. Go ahead. Go. But you leave your dreams here. Maybe somebody else can use them. I ain't got no dreams, man. You had one once. Ever wonder where it went? Where do our dreams go? Once we had stirred in our beds, disturbing some fragile dream world in our heads. Where do they go? And where do our dreams go? When morning cries open our eyes, revealing the world in which we cannot fly. Where do they go? I think I know. Some run to the heart when they hide, some brave the cruel outside, some will come true while some others will die. Why should they stare you so? Where do our dreams go? I think you know.
Where do our dreams go when we can no longer pretend? When children grow up and their fairy tales end, where do they go? And where do our dreams go when we are left here on our own? And we must slay dragons with mere flesh and bone. Where do they go? I think you know. Some run to the hut where they hide. Some brave the cruel world outside. Some will come true while some others may die. Why should it scare you so? Where do our dreams go? I think you know. I think you know. I think you know. I think you
Oh, I was just, yeah, so was I. I've seen you before. Around, I mean. I've seen you before, too. You know, you don't look like you belong in the gang. Well, I'm not really in the gang. Johnny Cho is my cousin. I just come and hang out with him sometimes. My mom doesn't really like him. Well, I like your mom already. You know, you really should be careful. My mom says that, too. Hey, I think your mom and me could really get along. We seem to have a lot in common. Maybe you'll have to give me her number or something. What? Oh, you're awful. Can you really see through those things? I don't know. Is your hair really greasy? You people really eat with sticks? You people really eat with your hands? Hey, I hear when you people eat, everything on the plate is looking back at you. Yeah, well, I hear after you people eat, you got enough gas to cook your next meal. Say, what's your name anyway? Kim. Kim Kwai Cho. Kim. Kwai Cho. Kwai Cho. Bless you. Giggle. And what's yours? Mine. Well, let's see. Roberto Miguel Las Nunez Quinteres Diaz. Okay. Roberto. I'm sorry. That's okay. I was 16 before I could say it. My father was always too drunk to say it. My mother, she was too nice to say it. She thought I might be happier with the name Bobby. She was right. You know, we're nothing alike, you and me. Worlds apart. Chink. Spick. Slant. Greaser. You know, your cousin would kill me if he caught me even talking to you. Well, we wouldn't want them to get the wrong idea. Yes, we wouldn't want that. No, we couldn't want that.
Maybe it's the moon, maybe it's the moon, maybe I'm a raving loon. Maybe I see something I Tell me, do you see it too? Well, maybe it's the starlight shining in your eyes. Maybe I am just unwise. Maybe come tomorrow this won't seem so right, but love is found to fools tonight. Fools, just two fools are we, much too blind to see anything but love. Fools, just two fools tonight, fool enough to try anything but love. Skins of different colors, eyes shaped differently. We're different as two fools can be. But if love moves the mountains down into the sea, just what chance have you and me? Fools, just two fools are we, much too blind to see anything but love. Fools, fools like you and I are fool enough to try anything but love.
Hey, you guys better come quick. They're trying to arrest that window washing guy. You guys go on ahead. I gotta make a call. I'll catch up with you. So what are you doing here? Yeah, what are you doing here? Let me ask the questions. Well, I was just cleaning the windows. Yeah, leave him alone. And who told you to come and clean these windows? Yeah, who told you? Nobody. Then why are you cleaning them? I just noticed they needed cleaning, that's all. That's all? They look like they needed cleaning. And you just happen to notice it. You go around noticing windows a lot? You know, you should really spend more time noticing windows, officer. You can tell a lot about somebody just by looking at the window. Like that one up there, the one with the dead flowers. That's a man's apartment. How do I know? Number one, the flowers are all dead. And number two, they're roses. Only a man would lack that much imagination. A woman, she'd probably prefer pansies on her sill. He's talking about you, Bubba. Shh. I can also see that the container has no fancy frilly foil wrapping of any kind. Therefore, I can deduce that they were not a gift. No, it's much more likely that they were intended to spruce up the place. Probably for the sake of a loved one, maybe even a child. Yes, I'd say positively those flowers were a desperate response to the sudden loss of a woman's touch. She left us. She left us both. You mean he's right? Hey, how'd you do that? We're here on the corner of Walk and Don't Walk in the heart of what can only be described as one of the worst slums in the city, where a man by the name of Seymour Clearly is being detained and questioned concerning his role in a window washing caper involving the cleaning of windows on this aging structure seen behind me. From what we've been able to piece together so far, Mr. Clearly arrived here this morning without the express permission of the building's owner, Mr. S. Lumlord, and began cleaning the windows. He apparently aroused the suspicions of one of the building's tenants, one Widow Crone, when she was told by Mr. Clearly that there would be no charge for the services and implied that the building's owner would be paying for it. It is unclear at this point exactly why Mr. Clearly was cleaning the windows. The only thing we know for sure is he was not doing it by permission of the owner, who was quoted as saying, "Why should I hire someone to clean these windows?" So far, there is no clear evidence of burglary intent or fraudulent billing practices. No, his only interest appears to have been the windows. More on this story at 11. Yeah, and we's also protesting the living conditions here. This is Chet Brinkley reporting. Hey, leave him alone, man. He's not doing anything. Yeah. Pipe down or I'll run you in. See, this is what I was afraid of. So what do you want me to do with him? I want him arrested. On what charge? Assaulting a slum? There, inciting to riot. Hey, we're peacefully assembled now, man, but that could change any time, you know. Disturbing the peace, then. Whose peace? He wasn't disturbing my peace. He was disturbing mine. Yes, but we weren't exactly here but you weren't exactly here at the time. I was here, and he was disturbing mine. And you're disturbing mine. Unless you've got something a little more concrete. But those are my windows. He had no business messing with my windows. That's it. Trespassing. Isn't that trespassing? I'm afraid he's got me there. I'll have to arrest you, Mr. Clearly. Hey, Seymour, how did you know all that stuff anyway? It's all right there. Right there in the windows. It's all in the windows. It's all about the windows. A window is a window. Hey, mister, how much to get him out? $50 fine and he's yours. Come and look. See it, Seymour? So it was going to take a lot more than a little soap and water to clean this place, huh? Well, yeah. I don't know why I didn't see it before. Maybe my windows were too dirty. Huh? You know that thing you told me, Benny, about not being able to clean just one spot on a window? Well, it's true, man. You can't. We started with one little spot on one little window. The next thing we knew, we were cleaning all the windows. And when we looked, we saw that the windows were sparkling and made the rest of the building look like shit. Mr. Diaz, I said chit, sweetie. Bobby. Anyway, the next thing we knew, well, seeing is believing. Well, thanks for helping us, Seymour Clearly. Hey, Seymour Clearly. Aha, I just got it. Okay, you said you'd fix my heater if I helped you. Yeah. Do the initials padlock mean anything to you? We've all thought a lot about what you said, Seymour. About dreaming. And cleaning. And windows. I'm going to have me a window someday, Seymour. So where are you off to now, Seymour? Hey, wherever you find smudged, soiled windows, man, that's where you'll find Seymour. Wherever you see pains, you'll find Seymour. Wherever you see people cleaning windows, you'll find Seymour. Gee, guys, the place looks great, especially the windows. And, well, I don't know how to thank you for getting me out of jail. You already have. You cleaned our windows. Yeah, we couldn't have done it without you, Seymour. Thanks. Thanks, all you guys. Why don't you stay for a while, Seymour? Oh, I'd love to. As you know, it's a big world out there, and it's filled with dirty windows. And as you know, it's all about the windows. Yep, and I'm just here to clean the windows, folks. I'm just here to clean the windows. Seymour will never forget what you taught us. We'll keep an eye out for the signs. As sure as I'm big and black, you can bet we'll keep an eye out for 'em. I don't know why I never saw 'em before. Where the money falls apart, there's a badly broken heart in